The Yeti X microphone is a favorite among podcasters and YouTubers. However, is it any good for classical music, specifically for at-home recording and Zoom lessons? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Lance. I'm a professional flutist and teacher, and my goal is to inform and inspire your flute practice. In today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating some of the uses of the Yeti X in case you're curious about how this microphone applies to classical music, specifically at-home recordings and Zoom lessons. I'm not going to be going over technical specs and how to use the microphone, since you can already find a lot of those types of videos on YouTube. However, you're probably here because you're wondering if Yeti X is a good solution for a classical musician, such as myself. A few months ago, when I was thinking about changing up my audio recording gear, I had a few options to consider, and one of those was to purchase an audio interface and a proper microphone. The other was to purchase a USB microphone, such as this Yeti X microphone. I ended up going with the Yeti X because it seemed a little bit simpler and easier to use for me. Also, it was a lot cheaper. In this video, I'm going to be giving you some comparisons between the Yeti X microphone and the Shure MV88, which I've previously reviewed. I'm also going to be logging into my Zoom and showing you how the Yeti X compares to my computer's onboard microphone for Zoom meetings and music lessons. Let's start by comparing the audio from a video recording I previously made, and I was able to capture the audio on both the Shure MV88 and the Yeti X simultaneously. Generally speaking, I do like the sound quality that I can get from the Shure MV88. However, with the Yeti X, I feel like I'm getting more of those mid and low tones from the flute than I do with Shure MV88. Also, another factor to consider is proximity. When I'm using Shure MV88, I'm limited by the fact that it is attached to my iPhone, and I'm going to need to keep it at a good enough distance in order to keep my body and flute in the frame. However, with Yeti X, I'm able to place it off camera, but still much closer to the source of sound, whether that be my voice or my flute playing. Generally speaking, this results in what I believe to be a clearer sound. Recording with Yeti X does come with more challenges, as I have to start my audio recording separately and record into a DAW such as Logic Pro. I also have to additionally sync up my audio to the video later in the process. What did you think about the sound quality of the Shure MV88 versus the Yeti X? Please let me know in the comments. I'm now going to log into my Zoom account and press record so that you can see how the Yeti X interacts with Zoom, whether I am in a meeting or teaching a flute lesson. To start, I'm going to read a short passage from J.J. Quantz's On Playing the Flute, using the native microphone on my laptop, which is a MacBook Pro, and then the Yeti X. In the previous section, I have already indicated how the syllable T is to be formed with the tongue. In the tongue stroke treated here, re is added to it. You must seek to pronounce the letter R very sharply. To the ear, it produces the same effect as when the single tongue D is used, although it does not appear the same to the player. In the previous section, I have already indicated how the syllable T is to be formed with the tongue. In the tongue stroke treated here, re is added to it. You must seek to pronounce the letter R very sharply. To the ear, it produces the same effect as when the single tongue D is used, although it does not appear the same to the player. I'm now going to play a short snippet, also comparing the native MacBook Pro microphone to the Yeti X. One of the greatest challenges with online music lessons is the sound quality. And I find that the Yeti X does give me a noticeable difference in sound quality over the native MacBook Pro microphone. I should also note that for all of these examples in Zoom, I did enable original sound. If you're planning to incorporate a USB mic such as Yeti X into your online music lessons, I highly recommend that you take the time to practice before actually doing a lesson. You can do this just the way that I did right now, by logging into your Zoom and pressing record just to see how you're going to sound on the other end. Do you have any thoughts on the Yeti X microphone for recording flute, or do you have any experiences of your own? Please let me know in the comments. I should note that the Yeti X microphone comes with a standard USB connection. If, like me, your computer only has USB-C, you're going to need to buy a dongle to connect the microphone to your computer. I'm going to put a link to a dongle as well as to the Yeti X microphone down in the description of this video, so please check that out if you're interested. Well, that's it for today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and gotten some use out of it. If so, please let me know by giving the video a like and in the comments. Also, for more informational and inspirational flute content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell as well. Thanks for watching.